Hey everyone, Aaron here, and this is my 54th review on this channel, and that is of Corpse Party. Now, I'll real fast tell you guys, Corpse Party is a very mature anime. Viewer discretion advised. I'm warning you guys, this is not for little kids, this is not for younger kids. This is a very mature anime. There's a lot of blood, there's a lot of grotesque imagery. This show is on par with Higurashi in many ways, in that you'll see a lot of stuff that's almost disturbing in terms of concepts that happen. But if you're one of those people that love horror and you're old enough to understand it, and you just you want something that's mature anime wise, mature horror, this is I can't recommend anything better than this. It was on my top 50 for a reason. Now, Corpse Party the anime is actually based in, I don't know if you guys have seen my video game First Impression, which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, check it out. I did of the third game, not the first two, but the third one. But I don't mean to kind of make you guys watch something, but I'm just saying it helps understand. I'll explain this a little bit. But anyways, Corpse Party is actually, real fast, I'm not going to reiterate this, is actually a video game series. It was actually a RPG Maker game for the PC way back in the 90s, and it came out in the late 2000s, more so it's like 2010 around that, as a PSP game, and kind of just grew in popularity with a lot of niche fans. You know, this is one of those things that you won't see everywhere because some people don't like it in terms of what it actually offers, and some people love it. And I'll tell you, I'm one of those people that love this concept of horror. It's, you know, creepy, it's disturbing, it's psychological, it's thriller, it's awesome. It's awesome in that nature. And what they actually did was they actually made an anime based off the first game that's around, I think, 5 episodes long. You know, they're around 30-40 minutes each. Some of them are a little longer than that. But I'll tell you, man, this is such a great anime. It does retrend a lot of the stuff from the actual first game. So if you're one of those people that actually played the game, you're gonna see a lot of the same stuff, albeit a lot more detailed, because instead of like little sprite characters, which was the first game, you'll actually see a lot more of this stuff because it's all anime. It's all, you know, regular size characters and such like that. So real fast though, let me actually get into the review for this. Enough of like, I don't want to say per se I'm super excited about doing this review, but I am kind of excited to do this review. So Corpse Party's main premise is that these friends are in high school, and one of them's not, but one of them's actually the sister of one of the characters in high school. But what they're doing is they're actually at night, late at night at school, and they're kind of celebrating another character moving, and trying to, you know, have a great last day with her, just trying to enjoy life together as friends. And so one of them actually brings out something called the Sachiko Ever After charm, which is supposed to actually make it so your friendship will last through everything. You know, even if you guys are separated, you'll always be best friends. And they perform this charm thinking, oh, you know, it'll bring us good luck, it'll bring us happiness. That's not the case. The Sachiko After Ever charm actually is something that brings every person that uses it great misfortune by sending them to a place that is called Heavenly Host Academy, which is actually a school that had horrible incidents occur in it, but even more so, doesn't exist anymore in the actual earthly realm. It's its own place made by spirits of just the dead, and it's horrible. And our characters are thrust into this place, separated. They're not together. They're sometimes paired like 2 or 3 people together, but they're separated. And even more so, they're separated not just by the actual school, but separated by dimensions. The school actually has the ability to create multiple dimensions. It creates multiple time zones. It does a lot of disturbing things to our main characters. On top of that, there are ghosts wandering the halls of the Heavenly Host Academy. There are kids that are just so full of rage and hatred that they want to kill off the main characters. And even on top of that, there are other people here that have died because of the school, because of the stuff that's actually happened to because they tried to actually do the charm, they ended up at the school. Now, without spoiling too much, you know, our main characters are about to go through a lot of stuff in the show, and that's conveyed in a very dark way. You know, our characters will be forced to kind of deal with their innermost demons in terms of one character's grotesque, perverted sense that it will actually come to haunt them here. Another character, kind of his fear of everything, will really make him into a leader, despite him being so scared of his own shadow. And what the show does really well is that all these characters are normal. I mean, there's 1 or 2 that have spiritual powers in terms of what they can do and what they can see, But these characters are normal people. You know, they all have their kind of hiccups to them and their individual selves that make this show even more kind of engrossing. And that you see, maybe sometimes you'll see some of yourself in one of these characters. You know, like this. Maybe you're scared of everything, or maybe you're one of those tough. You know, want to be. I want to beat up everyone. But when you're up against things like Ghost or anything else like that, how can you do that? You know, where does your toughness actually lie? Where does your toughness end? Now, on top of everything else, these characters actually have to deal with this thing called the darkening, which is one of the main factors of the game and the anime now too, in the fact that being in this place too long eats away at the spirit. It actually makes the spirit darken, darken, darken until the point that you actually lose yourself and become either a ghost, or B, end up doing horrible, grotesque things to other students because you just lose your mind. And that's one thing I love about this show. This show is very, very graphic in terms of what it's willing to show you guys. It's willing to show horror at its top form. Again, it's not for everyone. This is not for the faint of heart. If you guys are scared of certain things, or if you're weak-natured or weak-hearted, avoid this like the plague, because this show is very, very graphic, and it's got a lot of violence. I'm warning you guys again that I honestly, I'm 25 years old, so this is not that big for me, and this is not that, you know, to me it's art. To me it's just more so imagery, but to others they might see this in a way that's terrifying to them, and that's understandable. You know, if you're not of age, don't watch this. Don't watch this. It's my final warning, guys. But if I had to review this, and this is not biased. I'm reviewing this from honest to God perspective. If I review this A through F, I give it a B plus. I know it's in my top 50. You think, oh, it's everything in my top 50 is an A. Does not. Everything in my top 50 was not. I told someone else this recently. Everything in my top 50 list was not meant to be an A or A plus or even A minus. It could have been a B. It could have been a B minus. It could have been a C. But the thing is that it had an impact in my terms of me watching anime or me liking a certain series. And Corpse Party does what I think is perfect in terms of it fulfills I love horror stuff. I love stuff that has scary and thrill elements. It fulfills that perfectly. It's a show that if you love that type of thing, you're gonna love this show. I mean, honestly, I would watch it. It's like 5 episodes long again. I wish it was longer. There are like spit-off anime, but I can't seem to find it. This actual anime is pretty hard to find online. And again, I'm not sponsoring to say, you know, go to websites that show illegal stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying to use those sites, but that might be the only way to do it. I'm not saying do that, but it might be the only way. Anyways, guys, that's it for this review. I hope you guys liked it. Please like, comment, subscribe. You know, the whole nine. Still taking anime requests. Please keep them coming, guys. You know, you've been pretty good with those lately. That I have a lot of stuff that I have requests that I have to do. But as always, guys, until our paths cross again in the next review, have a good one, everyone. Bye.